um, besides the Om chant, is there any other like way we could practice, um, an activity or, everyday thing, like a weekly thing? Is there something like you could give
Yes,
viewers as far as tools?
yes. And you talked about the breath. The breath is what it's that connection. If you are not breathing, what are you? Dead.
That prana energy, right? Like you said.
Yeah, it's the prana energy. So it comes, it just comes through. It comes through. Connecting with the breath, I find that is very important. The mindfulness is very important. Being mindful of what's going on with you, with your body, with your senses is very important. I have a practice that I call the power of 12. And I can leave you with this because, like I said, I created these practices from my own experiences. And these are practices, just in the same way that I created my own practices, there has been teachers before me. This is ancient,
Mm.
this is ancient. And when people discover something, they teach it to others, and it becomes a practice. So this is my practice that I do for myself. And I've been sharing with other people because I see the benefit in my life. So, like I mentioned before, my dreams, I receive a lot of information. And this practice I call the power of 12 because it's so simple that it involves 12 breaths. 12 breaths. Yeah. So you don't have to sit in meditation for 20 minutes. You don't have to, go to a monastery or learn a modality. You
No
just
big
have to.
commitments to everyday life.
Yeah.
Yeah. As beautiful
Yeah,
as some of
no.
them are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Some people just, either are not ready for that, or, they're looking for something more practical, more simple. You have kids to take care of. You cannot go to a retreat to learn how to meditate, or you cannot go to a
I
monastery to.
wish.
Exactly, like you wish, but
Yeah.
there's practices, there's other ways. So I realized that the number 12, doing things 12 times for 12 days, can shift a lot of your own behavior, a lot of your beliefs, and a lot of behavior. Because a lot of things, it's conscious and sometimes it's unconscious. And the things that we do unconscious is actually a lot bigger than the things that we do conscious. So, but when you start programming something different in you, then your subconscious starts taking notice. It's like, oh, okay, so you want to stop that behavior, you want to stop that belief, and with this.
It's on a sub level. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the repetition of it that alerts the subconscious that you want to change that programming. And the number 12 has helped me a lot. So this is very simple. Just with the breath, when you start breathing, you take that breath in and you breathe out. That's number one. And if you keep doing that, if you're able to do that 12 times slowly, take your breath in, exhale, one, and then take the breath in, exhale, two. If you're able to do that 12 times without distractions, that will help you focus your mind. That simple practice helps bring your focus into the present moment, brings your energy into you.
Energy. Yeah. I was an X. Okay.
Yeah. So again, a lot of people, when you're thinking, worry, your energy goes all over the place because you're worried about this person, you worry about the government, you worry about the food, you worry about these things. Your energy is being broken into different places. You feel scattered. People don't know that this makes them vulnerable. And this is why people feel so unsafe. They don't feel safe in their own skin because their energy is everywhere. So just this practice of breathing 12 times can bring your focus to where you are. Okay. And the reason is because if you breathe in, breathe out, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. You notice how your attention goes somewhere else. You're thinking about this, you heard that, and then your attention goes somewhere. And that's how you know you can't focus. You can't focus. But when you this breathing technique, this short meditation, helps you to bring that focus back into center, which means you're able to bring your energy to you. So when you start doing it over and over, like I said, breathe 12 times for 12 days, you start feeling more in control of your energy. That when situations happen, you're able to center yourself, because now you know how to bring yourself to this present moment. So you can center yourself, and in any situation, you're like a whole complete being
And it
interacting
feels
with what's going on.
tangible. It becomes
Yeah,
tangible than just breaths. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. But the key is whenever you get distracted, you have to start from one again.
Ah,
That's the key. As you breathe in, breathe out. Let's say you get to 4, and then a thought arises,
yeah.
that's okay. But if you follow that thought, then that's a distraction. So then you have to start from 1 again. Okay, let me start from 1 again. Take a breath and keep going. And I'm telling you, it's very simple, but in the beginning, by number 8, by number 9, you lose count. Or you think of something, and that's how you know that you get distracted so easily, that you cannot be focused, you cannot be present, your energy is everywhere, it's not present with you. So I've been doing this practice, just breathing like that, 12 breaths for 12 days, and that's by day 10 I noticed how something in me said like, this doesn't work, or like I don't want to do it, or I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Because that subconscious mind has that old programming, so it
Right,
wants
right.
to override it. It's like, no,
We're
you want to
wired
create
up.
something better,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna override it because this is what I do, I don't want to do something new. So this is where the breakthrough is. By day
Right.
12,
The
by 12
shift comes in.
it
Yeah.
shifts. Yeah, because now the subconscious is like, okay, so this is who we are now, this is what we do now, this is our practice, this is our belief, and it starts creating that new shift in you.
Wow. And I love how that came to you in a dream. Even that name, the power of 12. It sounds sacred. And that number 12, I mean, it's been in references ancient. Like that 12 number is a special number. So that's
Mhm.
amazing. Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And the dream is actually cool because it was regarding that, how people just, like, there was a beautiful question in my dream to me, asked to me. It was like, do you want to know more, or do you want to know who you are? It's like, if you want to know more, like, you can go to so many different places, be
Hmm.
so many different things, so many different experiences, but do you want to know who you are? It felt like more like inward center. Do you want to keep experiencing different things, scattered things, or do you want to be centered? And then I was given this 12, breathe 12 times, 12
Wow.
days.
And I feel like practices like that would lead us, as we mentioned earlier, like the energy's already there, but if we're not making it tangible, I think
Mhm.
sometimes we'll get dreams, but like the way to interpret it and understand it or even remember it, it's
Mhm.
hard if we're not taking time to center in and feel centered.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. And the thing is, once you start doing this practice, it's so simple, and that's why I wanted to share it. But then you start feeling how it shifts and you become more centered. That when that, like we said, the collective consciousness tries to infiltrate, then you already know, no, I have a weapon, I have a tool.
Mm.
It's not going to pull me in. You're not
Hmm.
going to be intimidated by it, or even influenced. Like, you start sensing that there's a difference. There's a difference. I can feel a pull, but I can collect myself.
And that's all conscious energy, I imagine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, and there are other simple practices, like people immersing in nature, just going to the
Hmm.
ocean, just, meditations. That's my practice. But there's so many different practices. But the thing is repetition, as a
Hmm.
repetition. If you want to align with something new, you have to not just have the intention, you have to have the attention, the focus. And the focus is, that's where the practice is. And then that becomes tangible.
Yeah. That's great. You know, just something like that could seem so simple and, theoretical to some people. It speaks for itself,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, and you felt it, right? You felt the energy. Have you had
Yeah.
an experience like that before?
I mean, for me, just getting into everything, this was, about a year and a half now. I was a huge skeptic before that. I was a
See?
rebel. I was in that dichotomy of, non-believing and strictly, control. Like I was within those deep ends, but I feel like
Uh-huh.
I came more into the middle. I became more into the accepting and the balance and the spiritual side of things. And
Mhm.
with doing deep breathing and breath work and mindfulness, that centered me. But as far as like a test, I never did a test before. I never had a test done. And, I mean, I'm doing this video with you, but I could surely say like I never did that with you. And I felt like, a difference in measure.
Yes.
I felt the difference in measure. I felt it.
Yeah, and I do. And I have this, I have my group, we meet every month, and I have a lot of people. I have the two spectrums. I have the people that are, they come and say, like, oh, I'm a Reiki master and I've been doing this, but they're there because they want to replenish. So I do this energy healing, self energy healing, and I guide everyone through these exercises. So I have the Reiki teachers that they want, a day for themselves and for them to be the person who gets healed and not the healer. But I have also these new people that have never felt it before. They're curious, they want to know, and they feel it. They have that feedback. And my group is virtual, just like us. It's virtual. It's
Even
like I
better, yeah.
can't. Yeah, you can't make this up. Like you're feeling your energy.
They just need a starting point, I imagine. And that's where you come in to help
Yeah.
guide them through it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all need a starting point somewhere, right?
Yeah.
You started somewhere and I started somewhere. And I was a skeptic too. I never thought like, I go back, like I said, I grew up with shamanic traditions and with herbs and healing, but it wasn't until later in life that when I had that intention to know what is this, then I opened up and to me it's tangible. And for me it's like, because this is tangible, because of these experiences that I have had, it's like I know that healing is available for everyone. Making it simple is the best thing that you can have. The thing is, like, you can have all these practices given to you, but you have to take them.
That conscious
Take them.
responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to practice them. And I just, just last week, and the healing continues. Like I've been doing this since 2014, being an energy healer. But still, I'm still in that healing journey as well. There's so many things, that you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So even in that healing, like just last week, I realized that the highest the highest form of love is self-love, when you
Hmm.
commit to your own healing. That was the worst. Like committing to your own healing is the highest form of self-love that you can have. You have to be passionate for yourself. You have to say yes to yourself. All these tools are available. I mean, you can take them or leave them. But if you take them, they'll take you somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. For more information on Mariela, visit revealinghealinglight.com. Love that address name. You could join her for, her mailing list, see her upcoming events, collaborations, videos. You could contact her for pricing, see what people are saying in many reviews, and her social media links are at the bottom of the page as well to stay connected with her. But
Thank
yeah,
you, Alberto.
no, of course, you're welcome. Like I love this chat and I love your wisdom. And the biggest takeaway for me is that this energy, this healing energy, is accessible to all. You know, it's love, and you have joy and all these different forms, like you said, but it's love and it's just unbiased. It's available.
Exactly. It's available. You can choose to modality if you want to learn a modality, but you don't have to. Anyone can connect to this energy and just take advantage, take advantage and feel the wellness, the wealth, and the well-being that it brings to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that power of 12. You know, if I'm like driving, if whatever it is, I'm gonna set an alarm and I want to try that out.
You can use it with affirmations.
Oh, that's even better.
Do affirmations 12 times for 12 days. Yeah.
Question, is there like a way of breathing or is it just to the comfort of,
It's
you
just
know?
I would only say like be as slow as possible. Try not to force anything. Like it has to be just natural. Like
Okay.
breathing. Some breaths are longer than others. They just work with the breath, but it has to be those 12 breaths for
Okay.
12 days. And then a shift
Love that.
happens.
Yeah. Love that. So
Mhm.
Mariela invites us all to try out these different practices. So you could leave a comment if you're going to try it out, if you have tried it out, or you could go ahead and I have it in my description of this video. You could go ahead and follow Mariela's pages and you could let her know yourself.
Yes.